My name's Allum. I was involved in James Cameron's Deepsea Challenger. Really, it was my job to build the deepest diving submersible in the world. We hardly know anything about the world's oceans. You know, they do go down to 10,000, 11,000 metres. And it was really what we did, you know, was trying to change that sort of mentality. My expertise seems to be in high pressure applications. I started out as a diver. I used to build sleds for doing our big cave diving exploits out the Nullarbor Plains. I build things that you just don't buy off a shelf, you know, to do projects and to go places where, you know, perhaps a lot of people don't go. My first expedition with James Cameron was to Titanic. It was the first time I really dealt with you know, deep diving submersibles. When you're on these expeditions, there's always a little bit of downtime. You know, and the conversations often drift into, you know, what's next, and you know, you start picking up a napkin and someone's got a pen and you start drawing a design of a vehicle. And then when James Cameron said, you know, let's go for the project, the team went from just 2 to about 60. If you talk to scientists involved in, you know, deep sea research, they never considered going beyond 6,000 metres. Full ocean depth is 11,000 metres, and all these calculations, you know, have to be considered because the pressures involved are just, you know, so great. Even a piece of metal compresses. It's equivalent to like a couple of elephants standing on your finger on every square inch of space on that vehicle. There's a lot of tension or anticipation of the day before the dive, you know, that things have got to work. And these ships are noisy. You've got gen sets, you've got motors running. So they're generally fairly noisy, but when you first hop in that sub, you're inside a steel sphere that's 50, 75 mils in thickness, and then you close the hatch and it's just deathly silent. You can feel the motion of a crane picking up the whole submersible and putting it in the water, and you feel this, you know, the motion changes, you know, from a ship to a submersible. Just looking out the porthole and you turn off all the lights, it's pitch black. And then you go through these phases where there's this phosphorescence of animals just growing past. It's an absolute amazing, you know, experience. And it's really hard, you know, just to not look out that window all the time. After, you know, Deepsea Challenger, I said to James Cameron that I'd like to take on the infrastructure to be able to you know, keep this ingenuity going, to use the intellectual property that we developed, to allow science and industry to go deep, and, you know, to take to the, you know, these extreme depths and do some, you know, real science and research.